Well, hello, and welcome back, y'all. Today I wanted to build something for Mother's Day. It's going to be a home for a widowed mother of four: a baby, a toddler, a child, a teen, as well as a dog and a cat. Unfortunately, they recently lost their father quite suddenly. And you'll see as we go, this home does reflect the love they had for their father. Mom and Dad had initially purchased the home years ago when they first got married and thought they would expand their family into this home, not realizing they were going to end up with four children. They didn't have very high paying jobs, so they did what they could as they could as far as renovating the home for their family. Unfortunately, they never got around to fully refinishing the home before he passed. So, Mom is trying to continue that renovation for her family. Some things she's been able to take care of, other things she's still working on. Regardless of what she can and cannot do to the home, she's always sure to make sure the children are taken care of and they're happy and healthy. So that's as much as the storyline goes. So let's go ahead and get into the build now that we have light. So as you saw, I was having a little trouble getting it all lined up. I kind of had an idea of where I wanted things to go, but I wasn't 100% sure on how to lay it out. I didn't want to go over the 100 tiles because I wanted to make sure that it was a tiny home. I want whoever lives here to be able to increase their skills and whatnot quicker than normal so that Mom can do the changes to the house that she can, or save up enough money to buy another home for the family like was the original plan. I did have to place down some furniture and whatnot so I could kind of envision what I wanted, where I wanted it, and make sure that everything was going to kind of fit in the way that I thought in my head, because I have to see it with my eyeballs. Otherwise, it just doesn't work for me. I'm a visual person. I can see an empty house and turn it into something in my head, but making it real is a totally different story. I see it in my head, but I don't have the measurements and things like that. And it's the same with building in The Sims. I see it in my head, but I don't have the tile sizes and all of that. So that's why I do things the way that I do. So, of course, once I finished the inside, I had to kind of figure out the roofing, which honestly wasn't as difficult as I thought. I was trying to do something a little unique, but not something crazy. You know what I mean? I wanted to try to keep it simple, but interesting at the same time. I was having a little trouble with the center part of the roof because I didn't know, honestly, what the hell I was doing. I couldn't put the pillars on top of the platform portion of the stairs, so I had to kind of move things around, and you'll see me struggling with the center part of the roof because of that, because I kept moving things and changing it a little bit, which kind of caused everything to get messed up. So I had to go back and forth with that. The windows are base game windows, which I really, really liked. I did kind of go back and forth on that a little bit, but what I ended up with, though, I really liked. I did go ahead and do the exterior with the brick and the siding, and I think that just kind of gave it a good family home look. It wasn't meant to be their lifelong family home. It was only supposed to be until they had kids, and then they'd move, but finances did not allow them to do that. Now, I'm just going to go through, I'm going to add some landscaping and whatnot. I do move the trees around and biggen them and smallen them. I also did a little bit more fine tuning inside with the flooring and some of the walls and stuff like that, just a little bit to make sure that it all worked. So that's pretty much it for this part. We're going to get into the fun part here now. Let's go ahead and get into decorating this place, shall we? I did do the basics as you saw. Let's start with the kitchen because that's fun. We're going to put it on this wall here. Nah, let's just do no walls. Nope, can't do no walls. I need some walls here. I do want to stick with this dining set here. I don't want these appliances, but we do have to stick with the storyline. Mom is trying. She's doing her best. She's got four children she has to take care of, and she's a single parent. Let's at least get her some nicer cabinets. I think that'll be a great start. I'm thinking of doing like the base game ones, but the nice ones. Where they go? These ones, I think. Were those the... No, these ones. Yes. I just have to pick the right swatch. I don't know which swatch I want to use. I mean, just because you're low on cash doesn't mean that you can't have nice things. Oh, I think I might do that. That'd be nice. It'd kind of go with the oak color throughout the house. So we'll get rid of those and we'll do... Oh, let's pick the color first. That would be helpful. And I'm going to do auto counters on. Oops. There we go. Put this one here. That's in the wrong place. Dang it. All right, there we go. Oh, it did it. There we go. And let's see, upper cabinets as well. So one big, two small. Oh, shoot, wrong one. Okay, whatever. Let's get the upper corner cabinets. Go back, come on. I think it was this one. So it was this, and in the corner would be those two little ones there and there. And yes, that is a smoke alarm. We're gonna have a little one there, and then we'll have the regular size one. Oh, duh, no, just one corner. Hee, that would be better. There we go, that's better. Okay, and now I do want to upgrade these appliances a little bit, so they're not like the absolute worst appliances. But I don't want them to be the best appliances either. You know what I mean? It's like they can still have nice things, just not like the most expensive things. We'll go with the white fridge, white stove. I guess we'll go with this one. Not the best of the best, but still good. Same thing with the sink. So there you go. That's not bad. I like that. And I like it with the minty green color. Yeah. All right, let me see if I can find some decent curtains. Oh, I think I want those little short ones. Bistro curtains. Okie dokie, that'll work. They're up high over here, so mom can watch the kids while they're outside. And then this one's down low, although you shouldn't have a curtain on above your stove. It is what it is. I was going to put it up, but I just don't know. I mean, I guess I could, since they're all up anyway. Might as well just do it all the same. All right, let me get a little bit of clutter in here. All right, so I got it cluttered up. I did download these off the gallery, but these are pictures that somebody else's sim has painted. They're excellent. There you go. We've got some fruit snacks, some jam that mom is making, cookies, things like that. We've got your basic kitchen clutter over there as well. And then this here is always an issue, but it's another corner piece, but it's a corner bar top piece. And I just made the counter smaller, turned it at an angle, and moved it to where... No, that's not what I meant to do. Dang it. There we go. I moved it to roughly where I want the coffee pot to be. Should be able to still use that. Let me clutter up the bathroom and this hallway, and I'll kind of give you an overview as to what I did. Okay, so this is basically what it is. We got the bathroom all done. The entryway, there's not a lot going on, but you know, it's the entryway. What are you gonna do? There is some lore in here, so you'll have to wait until we do the full walkthrough for me to tell you what that lore is. You're welcome. I'm gonna go into mom's room. Basic overview of mom's room. Got a little bit of clutter here and there. Got some family photos, clutter over here. I'm going to work on the living room next. Don't forget to stay tuned for the end. I'm going to do a walkthrough with the lore. Let's do the living room though. This is the living room. Yes. We've got some of Dad's stuff in here. And again, mom's trying to save money where she can and spending money on what's important. So that is her kids. Speaking of, we're not going to do both of these rooms real quick. Yes, I can't wait to walk you through. I'm so excited. And these are the 2 bedrooms, all done. You guys ready for the walkthrough? Because I am. Okay, let's go. This single mom of 4 has done her absolute best after the passing of her husband and their father. Unexpected passing, never a good thing. So she's done everything she can to keep things as normal as possible, make it as fun as possible. And I think she's done a pretty decent job. So this shelf here in the entryway for the coat is low enough for the toddler and the child. They've got umbrellas, pictures, we've got a cheap computer, but still a computer nonetheless. Doggy and Kit Kat with their leashes, and then photos of their beloved father. We've got popcorn ceilings. Mom hasn't been able to afford to get that redone just yet, but she's working on it. We go through here into the living room. There's a lot of lore in this one. You will have to put your own Sims photos in these frames. I am pretending this is a deer or something that Dad got on a hunting trip. This is his beloved jersey that he had signed by, I don't know, Pele or somebody. Over here is another picture of Dad with the big one that he caught with his favorite fishing pole. Down here, we've got a radio, we've got board games, boxes full of who knows what, some books, video games. We also have a little basket of toys, a basket of blankets. We've got all kinds of stuff, or a few things here on the coffee table. Yes, those are blinds because, again, Mom has not been able to afford all the niceties that she wants for her kids, but the necessities are taken care of. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to remind you to hit that like button, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions down below, hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget that notification bell. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. If we go this way, we're going into the kitchen. There's not a lot in the kitchen. She tries to keep things as clutter-free as she can. She has a teen, a child, a toddler, and a baby. So the less chaos in their house, the better. Up here, of course, fork and spoon, can't not have that. Over here, she's been working on some jam, and she's got a jar of cookies for the kiddos, all the cooking utensils, the microwave, because you got kids, you got to have a microwave. Plus, if they can't use the stove, they can at least use the microwave to heat some food up. These are tins that she got at the local flea market that she was able to get for like a couple of bucks. She thought that'd be a great little addition to their kitchen, just to spruce it up a little bit. Of course, the menu for the day, so the kids can't complain that they don't like something. If we go this way, this is the bookcase in the front. This here is the hand that her husband, their father, had carved out just for her. This down here is a gnome, their dad's favorite gnome that they got him for Christmas one year, because every year, I don't know why, he always dressed up like a bear, same time of year in the fall. He would chase all the kids around the house. And so they got him this little bear gnome for Christmas one year, and they decided to put it down there and keep it safe, so they could always be reminded of their dad. This is Mom's room. Now, again, those would be photos of the kids and the family. Family portrait that was painted by somebody. I don't know. Mom's goodies over here. Jewelry, lotions, nail polish, all of that. Over here, some bedside lotions for her elbows and her arms and stuff. A little plant. Over here, it's only been recent, so she hasn't had the heart to put away the last book he read, or his glasses, or his old coffee mug and his pocket change. So that's still there. Wow, this is a morbid thing. I'm so sorry. There's a story. That's what I'm trying to do. Over here we have the two kids' rooms. The one on the right is for the child and teen, both girls. Just let them have fun. I mean, the wallpaper was there, so she's like, hey, have at it. Do what you need to do, girls. So they chose their own decorations. Over here, this is the teen girls' side. That's why there's a partition, so they can each have their own privacy. She's got some neon, a lamp, her little tablet, posters, records, more posters. She's got all her stuff here. This is the bonsai tree that her and her dad were working on together. She still maintains that to this day. These are the marbles that are not in there that you'll have to collect, but the marbles that her and her dad were collecting. So that is the collection that she will continue. If we go through here and go into this room, this is the toddler and the baby. It's a little bit more hectic. Mom allowed the toddler to decorate the room however you want for you and your little brother. So he put clouds and balloons and everything so that when he's asleep, he can just feel like he's in heaven with daddy. I thought that was really, really cute. And then he's got his little race car bed, I love this family. A little chair that he sits on to watch his little brother fall asleep. He'll read him stories. He'll sing to him to make sure that he gets to sleep peacefully and has a great night's sleep. If he wakes up, he gets in his little chair and he sits there with him until he goes back to sleep. That's sweet. And of course, the arrows pointing to this is my bed, this is his bed. I thought that's cute. Toy box, he's got his little dinosaurs up there and his little pictures, some little projects that he did at school in their little house, and some toys just laying around. And of course, their frog. They have to have the frog rug. We go back out here. This is the shared bathroom by the entire family. This is a small house that is only 100 tiles. They've got the toddler potty, the toilet, the bathtub, a few things, a sink, popcorn ceilings, more clouds, their robes, and towels. I was going to put up a curtain to make it be like a shower curtain, but no. I didn't want to take the chance of not being able to get into the tub because the toilet is pushed over to fit the potty, so I didn't want to mess with that. I just realized something. You know what I forgot? oops, I forgot blinds for the bathroom. Yes, all the rooms have blinds because they can't afford the curtains. Curtains are kind of pricey. Should we do white blinds? We'll do white blinds. That's fine. We'll go back into this mode. We're gonna go outside, which is so fun. You walk down the steps. You've got a water balloon bucket, a little sand section with the kiddie pool and a splash pad. Kids have monkey bars. Over there, they've got the swings, tree growing through the fence, wild bunny rabbits from an old tree that used to be here that was cut down before they got here, a swing set, telescope, a little place to garden. They don't have a laundry room or washer and dryer or space for one, so Mom has to sit here and do the laundry herself and hang it up to dry. Over here, we've got a grill with a countertop and a nice fun table with fun colors. Over here also is the litter box because there is absolutely no room to put it in the kitchen. So it goes outside. That's just how it's going to be. Now, if we look, whoops, from the top down, maybe, there we go. The backyard is fenced off. They've got some trees back there. Trash can is right here. They do have a trash can inside as well. But this is the layout, a better view of the layout. I know in doing the speed build, sometimes it's a little hard to see what's going on. So here's the whole layout. As you saw in the build, it took me a minute to try to figure it out. Again, not super duper cluttered. There's enough going on with all the people that are in this house. So it is what it is. We've got the dog stuff, the little office area, but shared by everyone, the living room, Mom's bedroom, the two younger kids and the two older kids with a privacy wall. So that is very helpful. The kitchen is just the right size, bathroom, and the exterior. We also have a fan out on the patio and some wind chimes. I'm curious to see how the water balloon bucket works because I'm not really sure. But toddlers should be able to walk over this because it is an illusion of a fence. It's not like an actual fence, so I don't know. Hopefully that works. Trying to see what else we have here. I did do the terrain paint, so hopefully when you download it, it will download with all the terrain paint. If it does not, you may have to add it back if you so wish to do so. Did forget something else though, I just realized. Yes, I did. Oh, no! Wait, why can't I go back into build mode? What? I'm already in build mode. I've lost my loving mind. Completely lost my mind. So this is, okay, this is what I want. So I'm going to go from there. This will be less prominent. Not quite as, because they don't use this, well, they do not use this one as much because the tree is in the way. But that's okay. They don't need to use it. They can go the other way. This is just a just in case thing. They've got what they need. Oh, the other thing I forgot was a fire alarm, so it will go off and set off the sprinklers. Lord knows we do not want there to be a fire in a house for children. So there we go. I don't think I forgot anything else. I think that's it. I don't remember if I did it in the speed build or not, but the exterior is just some brick and some siding. Nothing major. This is how the house came. They have the corbels in the windows. There's not a ton of windows, but they don't need a lot of windows. I think if you put too many windows, it's going to be way, way, way too much. Does that not have a blind? Why does that not have a blind? Did I forget the blinds? I forgot the blinds. Oopsie. Let's get that up there. 1, 2, put that up. We want maybe red blinds? Yes. Why not? Make it nice and colorful. And that, I believe, is everything. I'm sure I missed something here or there, but I think I got everything as much as I can anyway. I will be uploading this up to the gallery, so you should be able to find it there. You can find it under hashtag widowed mom of 4, Lil Mama, Momma-One, and tiny home because it is a tiny home. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and upload it now. So by the time you see this, it will be on the gallery. You see it beforehand, do let me know. I would love to see what you think, or at least hear what you have to say, what you think. Do you think the storyline goes with what I built? Do you think the build should have been smaller, bigger? What do you think? I know some of the bits of the lore got a little sad, but the end result is a happy family who has so much love for their dad and her husband that he is still absolutely everywhere in this home. That is what you walk away with, right? Right. I hope you guys do like this video. Be sure to hit the like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, y'all, happy Mother's Day and have fun.